अब हम परम पूज्य श्री माता जी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। आज की अमृतवाणी है श्री आदिशक्ति पूजा। विषय है द कंपैशन हैज़ टू बिकम एक्टिव। 6 June 1996।
Today we are going to worship the Adi Shakti, and the reflection of Adi Shakti within you is the Kundalini. We can say this is the worship of the Adi Shakti and Adi Kundalini. If you understand that all this, whatever is created on this universe and in many universes, is the work of the Adi Shakti. Now many people believe that there is one God. It's true. There is one God, God Almighty. But He has His own powers which He can embody into someone and can get His own manifestation expressed. So first of all, He did was to create the power of Adi Shakti. When it was created, then there was a sound. The sound that we call as Om, Logos, or anything you call it, by the primordial sound. And these three powers came out of that sound is A, U and Ma, Om. The Adi Shakti is the one who embodies the desire of God Almighty. The desire of God Almighty comes out of His compassion and for His own expression, for His own manifestation, for His own reflection. I would say that He must be tired of loneliness, so He must have thought of creating a partner who will manifest His desires. Thus, the power of God Almighty, separated from Him and formed an embodiment of His compassion, His desire to create. They say in Sanskrit they use the word Chid Vilas, is the enjoyment of the Adi Shakti. Chid is, as you know, is Chitta, is attention. The attention has its own joy, and to manifest that joy of her attention, she created all the universes. She created this Mother Earth. She created all this nature. She created all the animals. She created all the human beings, and she created all the Sajogis. This is how the whole creation has worked out. At this juncture, one may ask that why did she not straightforward create human beings? That was the idea of God Almighty. Just to create human beings without telling them anything, something better animals than the rest of the animals. But Adi Shakti, being the mother, she had her own way of expression, that she thought she must create the mirrors for God Almighty to see His face, to see His image, to see His character. And that's how this long range of evolution took place. This evolution had to work out this way because they had to know from where they come. We must know that we come from nature. Even nature should know it comes from the Mother Earth. And Mother Earth herself has her own Kundalini. And she too is not just a dead earth, but she knows, she thinks, she understands, and she regulates. You can see in the nature how every tree has got its own limitations, how every fruit is produced in a particular tree, how it happens, what works out, this kind of regulation. If this Mother Earth was moving with a higher speed than what it is today, we would not have been born even. Would have been less speed, it would not have worked out. See the whole plan that was made. It's a beautiful plan that the Mother Earth has to move around the sun in such a manner that different seasons are created. That's why the power, the Param Chaitanya, which is the power of the Adi Shakti, is also called as Ritambhara Pragya. This is the power that does all the living work, all the organization, all the creation. In our human ego, we start thinking that we do something. We can create. We cannot. We cannot even create a dust of particle, leave alone anything else. Whatever is created, out of that we may combine, we can put together and create something. But if you see that this whole thing is nothing but beyond our any power, we cannot create anything. But what do we create is our myths, I should say. For example, something is made of gold. Still it is gold. Now, something is made of wood, whatever it is made, is wood. The principle is the same into everything. So, whatever may be your birth, whatever may be the country you are born, whatever may be your culture, you are human beings. Basically, you all are the same. You laugh the same, you smile the same, also you cry the same way. I haven't seen anybody crying with his hands, tears falling out of his fingers, do they? And that is how one has to realize that we are all bound by some common principle of life. And the common principle of life that is bound us by the Adi Shakti is that we all have Kundalini within us. All the human beings have Kundalini within us. It is not in the animals also, but it's not so developed. It's not yet what we call is full form of Kundalini that can be awakened. But in the human form only, it has evolved as a connection, as the one that is the divine force within us, which is the reflection of the Adi Kundalini, which is so easily awakened in this Kali Yuga. This is the common principle we all have. So we have to respect all the people, all the human beings, whatever nation they come from, whatever country they belong, whatever color they have, because they all have their Kundalini. Then there are people, as you people are, who are awakened, who are enlightened people, who have got your realization. So when you understand that this is the enjoyment of the attention of the Adima, of the primordial mother, it's just the play and the enjoyment, then when you have achieved your full growth in spirituality, what should happen to? What should we feel? And how do we then exist? This is the question many a times you have asked. Now, when you ask questions itself, it shows that you are not there. Because once you are there, you don't ask questions. Secondly, what happens to you is that you become just the existence. Just the existence. And that existence that you become, then you start reflecting the character of divinity. This divine character is expressed not only nowadays, also much before. In every religion we have had people who had this divine character very well developed. For example, even we can say the people who lived 3,000, 4,000 years back. In Colombia, I found that in their statues they had Kundalini and a Kumbha also. Commonly, whatever were found out, they had a Kundalini being expressed 3.5 coils. This Kundalini we have within ourselves is now proved to you. You know that there is this power within us. Also you've come to know what happens when we deviate from the middle path of our ascent. Here also the same Kundalini, which is the expression of the primordial mother, tells you on your fingertips what's going wrong with you. Where are you lacking? What is your problem? So now, when we are enlightened people, we have become saints, and we are above all others, what should we do is to understand fully well, not only mentally but from your heart, that now you have got these divine vibrations. And these divine vibrations can tell you where are you, what are you, where is the problem. Also it will tell you wherever you go, like I talked to some people who went to Jerusalem. When they said the mother, the whole place was just vibrating with spiritual vibrations. They went to Chhindwara, somebody, and he said, I'll find out mother's place, what is there. After all, it's not difficult, through vibrations I'll find out. So he said, as soon as I touched the platform, I started jumping. I said, now what to do? Where to go? From here only there are vibrations. How will I reach mother's place? So then he sat down and started wondering, now how will I find out where did mother take her birth? He was sitting down, and then he saw the star, which is the Venus. He followed the Venus star, and then he went and asked, and that's how he found the place. So the whole plan, the whole thing is not done haphazard in any way. If you see a tree, every tree has leaves and every leaf is given chance to have the sun's rays. In the nature, if you see, it's so harmonious, so beautiful. We are the ones we spoil the nature because we don't understand that we have come from nature and we have to respect. I've already told you many a times about how human beings were formed by different chemical who came, also carbon came from the Mother Earth. All this leads us to understand that we have a very big responsibility. The whole work has taken thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And now you all have reached a stage where you have become yourself. You know yourself. This is a very big, I think say, a very big jump in the evolutionary process. Make it moving there. The evolutionary process started long time back. Just move it, keep it moving is better. No, don't fix it. Keep it moving. समझो बेटा. So I think it's very important for you to worship the Adi Shakti and the Adi Kundalini. Is absolutely without understanding, absolutely you cannot understand how you have become a saint. When you will know within yourself you have got all these centers, and these centers have to be awakened through the awakening of the Kundalini, and that the Kundalini expresses herself through your fingertips. Unless and until you fully identify with this knowledge, there's always a possibility that you will deviate from the path of your perfection. Many people who come to Sahaja Yoga, I have seen, they meet some Sahaja Yogis who are halfway, and because they are mental, they start arguing, how is it this is this way, how is it this way. How is it he's a Sahaja Yogi, he behaves like that. There are so many ways of people relating to the power of the divine. I've told you in the beginning that God felt lonely, and that's why he created this Adi Shakti, and through her the whole universe was created. But also true that as you are seeking, also the divine is seeking you. Also that your seeking is absolutely awarded if you understand the simple thing about divine. That it is the one that has given you intelligence. It is the one that has given you wisdom. It is the one which has given you whatever you have, as you were singing, that whatever we have is given by you.